How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, and let's talk about how to ask questions in Spanish. So, the first thing you need to understand is that asking questions is way harder in English. And we have two ways of asking questions in English. We use an auxiliary verb like do or does, right? A good example of that is like, do you like my shirt? Oops, let me switch keyboards to English. Okay. And then we have this swapping of word order, right? So we go from the statement, you are smart, to the question, are you smart? And so we're just changing the word order to initiate that question. And luckily enough, we don't have to play any of these games in Spanish. All we do is change the tone of our voice. It's that simple. So, for instance, if you just say, hablas español, that means you speak Spanish. But if you change the tone of your voice and you say, hablas español, right? That is, do you speak Spanish, right? So what we need to understand here is that we're not translating the question from English to Spanish. We have to ask it in the Spanish way. Because if we're incorrectly translating that question, we have to start with hacer, right, to do the do part, and it's just going to get messy, and it's not going to make any sense, and it's not going to be correct. So once again, we're just changing the voice. So if I say, like, tu mamá habla italiano súper bien, right? Your mom speaks Italian super well. That's the statement. But if I ask, tu mamá habla italiano muy bien, right? That is, does your mom speak Italian very well? So as you see, the tone of your voice is going to dictate if it's a question or not. And that is why, let me go ahead and switch it back over to a Spanish keyboard. That's why we have the upside down question marks, right? We have the upside down question marks in Spanish, and they are mandatory because you really need to signal that voice change. That's why it's so important. In English, yeah, I guess we could use these, hypothetically speaking, but because we do change word order, because we do mark questions with auxiliary verbs like do or does, that's not necessarily required. Obviously, it's not part of English, but hope you see what I'm trying to say here. And yeah, it's really that simple. Don't overcomplicate it and ask questions in the Spanish form. All right. Hope this helped. If it helped, please go ahead and give us a thumbs up there, and I'll see you in the next one.